Good afternoon. This is Mrs. Jean Marlo Davis. We're going to go live in a little bit, guys. Let me check over here to make sure that we're working. And then I'm going to go live on my other channels. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Let me get this together. Let me check this right here. So you got time to get you some coffee, to get you some water, to get you a pen, get you some paper. You got time. As a matter of fact, we're going to get started in about 3 minutes, guys. I'm going to get me some coffee in just a second. I just finished working out. And let's see if I'm live over here. If you can see me, give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Let me know if you can see me, you can hear me. Let's see. Because I'm not seeing on my page what's going on here. Okay, there we go. There we go. This is Gina. Okay, there we go. So we're live right there. Let me go here. And I want to, hey, Kim, welcome, 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 welcome. I'm going to go over here. And we're going live right here. All right, so we are live on Facebook, live on Instagram. We're here for you on YouTube. Boom. I got you guys. I try to, to put the camera where everybody can see me good so I can look straight and it looks like I'm looking at everybody. So we're going to get started, guys, in about 2 minutes. We'll get started in 2 minutes. So go ahead, grab some paper, grab some pencils, grab a pen. The information I'm going to go over is going to really help you to supercharge your business because a lot of you guys are leaving money on the table. We're going to talk about that today. So make sure you like this video, share this video. Go ahead, invite your friends, guys. Invite your friends. You might have a little something nice coming. Give me about 2 minutes. I'm going to go get my coffee and water. Get yours, get some paper, and we'll be back in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, we're rocking and rolling for day 4. So 2 minutes, we're getting started. Trying to hydrate very much. Get started in 1 minute. 1 minute. Yes. 1 minute. Good. 1 minute, 1 minute and counting. You're going to come back over here, Coco? 1 minute, 1 minute and counting. We're getting started in 45 seconds and counting. 45 seconds and counting. We're getting started. I got my coffee. I got my water. Normally I have it in a nice, beautiful glass, but hey, I got my coffee. And I see a lot of people have joined us. Awesome. Let me put my spectacles on. Stirring up my coffee here. Let's see who we got. Let's see who's here with us. I want to welcome everybody to day 4. Today, I'm just so excited. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you guys on Instagram for being here. Thank you guys on Facebook. Thank you guys on YouTube. And thank everybody who's in replay land that's going to watch this in a replay. Let me make sure I can see to give some shout outs. Let's see who we got here. Okay, again, Kim, my husband, Bruce, thank you for joining us. Emmanuel, all the way from Nigeria. Wayne, thank you for joining us. James, thank you for joining us. 4GRSB, you guys are something else. Thank you for joining us. Kim, Lisa, Brian, Joe, Chris, thank you for joining us. Guys, y'all are just popping on from everywhere. So we got this multi-dimension going on. So if you see me go like this, that's because I'm talking to 3 different screens. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. James, thank you for joining us. Guys, let's go ahead and jump in today. Today, we're talking about supercharge your business. This is day 4. Are you getting paid what you are worth? Guys, this is all about making sure that we increase profit and revenue in your business. And what I found, guys, is that we're going to really dive into this false sense of humility and, oh, I don't want to just be charging people. I'm going to give you some things to think about. I talked about it briefly up there. I talked about it briefly yesterday. Was it yesterday? I talked about how when I first got started and I was doing seminars and I was doing workshops and this one guy, he stood outside, he was listening to what I was giving, and we took a break. And he asked me when I charged, when I did the seminar, he said, how much money did you charge for this, if you don't mind me asking? And I knew that I had undercut myself, something awful, but I was like, in my head thinking that if I charged a small fee, it would fill the room. Nope. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about underpricing in just a second. The don'ts that what you must do to make sure that you supercharge your business and grow your business. You got to know your worth. No one can tell you your worth but you. You have to tell yourself that. Okay, everybody listening, you have to tell yourself that. Hey, Harold. So basically, when he asked me what I charge, guys, I was so embarrassed. It was like $50 a ticket or some kind of crap like that. And he looked at me. He said, wait a minute. You, what? He said, you're an ex-IRS auditor, right? I said, yes. And at that time, I think I might have had 10 years in the game or whatever. And he said, you mean to tell me you allow these people to get all this information for $50? No wonder the room is not packed. And I was like, wow. Because, I thought that it would be packed out. In my mind, I'm thinking it'd be sold out. And it wasn't. And so I was like, well, I knew. It's another thing that, like I said, when I was on tour years ago, I went on a tour. I was hired to come on and speak about the tax evangel business. I worked with activist Mr. Danny Glover. I worked with multimillionaire Ken Rothner's multimillionaire Jack Zufeld. We did something called the Show Me the Money tour. And so basically, guys, they brought me in as the closer, because when I broke down the tax evangel business and how, if you didn't have a home-based business, you're leaving thousands, even millions of dollars on the table, because a job is never going to pay you what you're worth. And so one of the guys, he definitely said to me, Jack said to me, I talked about this. He said, Jean, after he heard my presentation, he said, goodness, girl. He said, how you doing, Cooling Waters? Thank you so much for joining us, super duper star. Thank you, Robert and Blaze coming in. Thank you guys for joining us. So listen, he asked me, he said, Jean, how much do you charge if somebody wanted to fly you out and they wanted you to talk to a group of 100 people or, 200 people? So, me, I'm sitting up here like, well, it depends on He's like, nope, nope. And, he said, no, ma'am. You should know automatically how much you're going to charge. He said, you need to, next time somebody contact you, charge $15,000. And I was like, he said, but you won't do that. Because I was like, He said, you won't do that because you don't believe in yourself. And I was like, ooh, that's so harsh. Why would you say that? And he said, once you begin to believe in yourself, you will charge people what you are worth. Nobody can tell you what price to put on your time, your energy, your skills, your ability, what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? You're helping compress time with the knowledge that you have. So I remember him telling that, and a couple of years later, somebody did request for me to speak to a group. I think it was 200 people to do a tax training for their organization. They were in a network marketing business. They asked me how much would it, of course, we're going to pay for your flight, your hotel, and your meals, but how much would you charge for us to come speak, and maybe speak for 2 or 3 hours? And I just said 15,000. He said, okay, where should we make the bank transfer? And I was like, oh my God, can you understand? I was shaking, and I said, well, I'm with this bank and I can give you the information. You can make the transfer, guys. And then he was like, what day you prefer to fly in? Do you want to fly in that morning? You want to fly in? I said, no, I always like to be there the day before because I want to meet some of the people, shake hands. Maybe we can, the meeting before the meeting and all that. And we did that. And I met some of the directors. I met some of the big up of their company, and met presidents, met CEOs, and, and then the next day I came in kicking butt. How you doing, Larry? Thank you so much. How you doing, Chris? Thank you so much for joining us. So when I started believing in myself, and I knew my information. I've been through this. I was trained by the IRS. I know the tax advantage business. I know tax law. This is something that I was trained by them, but also, what's up, M1SSM? Y'all are getting me with these names now. Instagram, nobody rocking their own name. Your name is golden. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Thug for Christ. All right, then, Thug for Christ. Thank you for being here. So, and I think I said, Larry, thank you for being here. So basically, guys, when I started believing in myself, my income went up. And I got to share this before I get into tip number one. You always have to tell the story so y'all can receive this information. Listen, it was, let's say this is 2018. I was not married yet. So it had to be 2013, 14, somewhere around there. 2013, getting ready to go into 2014. While others were planning on going to the party and partying for the new year, that wasn't me. I was looking at myself and I said, 2014 cannot be like 2013. Some of you guys need to be saying that right now. 2019, damn it, cannot be like 2018. Unless 2018 was phenomenal, but still, you want to level up, you want to scale, you want to go to the next level, you want to 10x that thing, like Grant Cardone says. So, I said, this lady, she was doing a seminar or webinar online, New Year's Eve. I thought it was quite brilliant on how to take your business to the next level. I might do that myself. And basically, guys, I paid the money for the webinar and I jumped on. And so many people was on there. I was very impressed by that. So many eager, hungry people like yourself that's here, that's here. So many people want to supercharge their business. And I'm very impressed. And it gives me hope that people truly do want to grow their business. And so that's why I'm so excited about seeing you all here and being here. And so, the lady started talking about what I'm going to talk to you about today. She said, are you getting paid what you're worth? And I started asking different people. She was open up the platform, let us ask questions if she gave some points. And nobody wanted to ask questions. So I asked questions. And the number one question is, I said to her, which leads me to my first point. How do we determine our price point? I don't want anybody, you might be thinking about this too. I used to say, I don't want anybody to think I'm robbing them. I want to make sure that people can afford it. I want to make sure just that all this craziness that we start thinking, we're thinking for the customer, you know. And the first thing she said to me is what I'm going to say to you. She said, underpricing sends a bad signal. That's number one. Underprice, like overpricing, we know what overpricing does, but there's a reverse. Underpricing sends a bad signal. How you doing, Mr. Keith? Thank you for joining us again, sir. Price is often a proxy for quality. It is. I'm going to break that down in a minute. Price is often a proxy. People already looking at you like, you know what, evidently you're not that good. Because if you was that good, your price would say. Let me tell you something, what happened. When that guy said to me, you would charge more money, you're an XRSR, you're giving quality information. When Jack said to me, you would charge more money because you're giving quality information. When I came into the realization that, Gene, look, you are leaving thousands of dollars on the table because, gosh darn it, something is going on in your mind that you don't believe in yourself. Something is going on in your mind, because if you believe in yourself, you're going to charge what you know you should charge, right? And so I had to figure that out. I had to go through some personal development. Some of you guys, the reason why you can't take your business to the next level is because you don't believe in yourself. You need some personal development. You need to go listen to The Magic of Believing, The Strangest Secret. You need to go read Think and Grow Rich. It's not work and grow rich. It's think and grow rich. And I'm telling you, so when I began to believe in myself, what I did was, like I said, from the one guy, I said 15,000. He said, what account do we need to transfer it into? And I was like, oh my God, this believing thing is working. You know, a sidebar I want to share with you. And I would advise everybody to do this today. You could go to youtube.com. What's up, Melissa? Miss Evans, thank you for joining us. Sometimes I'm still a kid at heart. And I remember that I love the movie Peter Pan, the one with Robin Williams in it. And he was sitting with the Lost Boys. They was getting ready to eat. They was doing this training for him, trying to get him in shape because he had became an adult. He promised not to never grow up, Peter Pan, but Peter Pan grew up, and they was trying to get him into the realization that you are the Pan. You are the Pan, man. You got these powers. Boy, you can orangutan, you can do all this, and you can you know, all that stuff. I love that movie. They say, you're the Pan, but he wasn't buying it, right? He wasn't buying it, but his children had been kidnapped by Captain Hook. So he had to figure something out to get these babies. And so what was awesome was after this training, they're at the table. We're still talking about believing in yourself, because belief is what's going to take your business to the next level. I mean, out of everything that I've talked about in the last 4 days, belief is up there. Believing in yourself, believing that you have something of value, and delivering the value. So in that, he's sitting at the table with the Lost Boys. He's looking at them. They sit up there eating. As an adult, we're looking at with our physical eyes, which could be dangerous sometimes when you're in a creative force. You need to look with your third eye, not your physical eye, because you're looking into the future. Some of you guys, the reason why you fail is because you're so stuck in the present instead of going into the future. Okay, so that's another class. So anyway, he's looking like there's nothing in I can only imagine what he's saying as an adult. There's nothing in these damn bowls. What are y'all doing? Y'all crazy. You're sitting up here pretending I am hungry. I want some food. So what's so awesome, the guy who had took his place, Rufio, remember that? Rufio took his place. Rufio started, we call it the dirty dozens, or when I was in high school, joning one another. Rufio started joning him. I'm gonna have to get some water. So he got caught up in the joning, and he started getting into his little swag, and he started saying some things that he used to say. And next thing you know, he reached into his bowl stirred it up. There's nothing there. And then he did like threw it like he was throwing something at Rufio. And then it went ahead and it became reality. And then he saw all the food on the table. Everybody, they said, "You're believing, Peter. You're believing." Everything became in the metaphysical. A lot of times the reason why we can't get to the next level is because we don't believe, therefore we can't even visualize, and it will not manifest itself in the physical because something up here is causing blockage. Anytime I sit down and consult with someone, I listen to their verbiage, I hear words like can't, I hear words like try, I hear words like, I just don't know. I hear people that are not on point, they're not on purpose. And so therefore, that's the reason why you're not getting paid what you're worth, because you will be afraid to charge what you're supposed to charge. Okay, so again, when you begin to believe in yourself, you will begin to charge what you are worth. Underpricing sends a bad signal. I'll read it again. It signals that you are unsure of your value. So therefore, that's the reason why you are leaving money on the table and you're struggling like hell. I charge my rate because I believe in myself. I know my craft. I deliver, and I go beyond the call of duty. I go the extra mile, like Napoleon Hill speaks in Think and Grow Rich. And I believe in myself. Therefore, because I believe in myself, I will ascend and I will fly like Peter Pan. You understand? That was good, wasn't it? That was good. Yes. My husband say yes. Absolutely. So, believe in yourself, guys. And right here, what are you comfortable charging? You can't think your way into being comfortable. You have to act. You have to, I heard a formula out there. They call it fear plus 10%. Fear plus 10%. Let's say that you're doing a consulting and you're afraid of charging them what you're worth. So maybe your fear price is $1,000. So do fear plus 10%. So you would charge $1,100. That's what you would charge. And once I love the fact of what we're going to talk about testing the market in just a second, is that what I normally do is I would look at other people's prices. That's why it's very, very smart. It's very, very smart to find people in the same, I would say, arena, industry that you're in. And don't be afraid to pay the price. I was excited when I went to my first seminar and I paid $500. I was excited when I went to my first seminar and I paid $1,000 or $997. I'm excited to pay $10,000 to sit up there at the front stage with the boss, to go to the big thing. Why? Why am I excited? Because this world, if you understand planting, reaping, sowing, guys, if you understand whatever you give, you're going to give back in return, then you won't be afraid to charge the rate that you know that you deserve. When you're able to pay that type of price for something, you'll charge it without even thinking about it. My husband it's a quote that he used to say all the time. He still say it: in order to go places you never been and see things you never seen. Put that quote down there, Bruce, so I can read it. You know what I'm talking about. My husband is the quote master. Guys, I crack up. I was like, here he comes. He's coming with one of those quotes, but I love it. I love it. And so when you pay, I want you to go and maybe attend a seminar or a workshop or an event that costs over $500. That's your challenge. That's your challenge. That's why you need to come to this boot camp that we're having. And so that's your challenge, to do that, because when you do that, you won't feel, and you see a lot of times, I'm telling the truth, some of these conferences I've been to, some's been good, but some I'm like, what? And they getting what? And I know my stuff, man. I know I'm giving things of value, that your belief is going to go up, because you're going to say, wow, wait a minute now. Is that it? Is that I paid that for that? And you're saying to yourself, and I know I give way more, then something's going to happen that's going to, you're going to start stretching those arms. You're going to say, wow, wait a minute. Okay, I'm doing a disjustice to myself. I'm doing a disjustice to myself. And so basically, sorry guys, sorry about that interruption. Instagram, somebody was trying to call me. So basically, that's what you have to do. You have to get into the fight. You have to get into the pit. You got to go do your research. You have to be a scientist. Yes, because you can't be afraid. Scared money makes no money. You understand? Scared money. Brother Tony, Minister Tony, thank you for joining us. Scared money makes no money. So if you're afraid of money, you're afraid of charging people, guess what? People are going to be afraid of paying you. Do you understand that? Because they can pick up that fear. My consultation fees are between $5,000 to $10,000. If people owe the IRS, it's between that. If I'm sitting up here negotiating your taxes and I'm taking on your mess and I'm going through your files and I'm helping you to settle your tax debt, damn it, you're going to pay me to do it. But I'm going to go beyond the call of duty. You can count on me because the minute I get on your case, you're sleeping good and the lien is removed. And therefore, they put a hole in your account. They're not collecting. They're not taking money out of your bank account. They're not putting a lien against your property. They're not taking money out, drafting out of from your paycheck. You can sleep good and you feel good. And that's because I'm on the case. You understand? When it comes to taxes, finance, and wealth creation, that is my name. That is my MO. I create wealth. That's just it. Everywhere I go, money meet me and greet me. That's the attitude that I have. That's why, hey, that's who I am. And when you begin to believe that, guys, other people will believe it too. Whatever you say you are, you are. And we believe you. Okay. My husband said, this is what he says. In order to dream things you never dreamed, you have to see things you never seen. I think, honey, we need to get a plaque. You need to get a plaque. Let me drink my little coffee on that one right there. Great coffee. In order to dream things you never dreamed, you have to see things you never seen. That's why I started going. Here's what I want you to know before I go to the next point. That's the reason why I started going to these seminars to see how in the hell you demanding 500 or 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. What in the world are you giving? And when I went to something like, I'm so excited about this other convention coming up, man. That's all I want to do is go to these different conventions. The ideas, my mind be like, I'm just on fire with ideas. I can't sleep at night, good gracious. And so, because I'm excited about our future, man. I live in the future, and so when you go to something like that, what happens, like my husband said, in order for you to dream dreams you never dreamed, you got to see something you never seen. So for me to be able to see these people getting the top dollar they deserve, and the way they walk and the way they talk and the way they dress and how they command attention in the room. You know what? Men sharpen men, women sharpen women. Strong business owners will sharpen you to become a strong business owner. And I always love buying lunches. We're talking about supercharging your business. The next tip I want to say, buy lunches. Buy lunches, buy dinners, man. Hell, send people vacation packages. I do it all the time. My husband and I, we belong where we can send vacation packages all day damn long. We could do it. We could send vacation certificates. And so as a way of thank you, we use it for our business to supercharge. Remember I talked about reward system the other day? We use it to supercharge our business, and we're able to get more and more clientele coming in. Online, offline, between time, we're able to do it. So, buy lunches. Have you ever thought about that? Go pick somebody's brain, offer to buy them lunch, take them to a nice area, a nice restaurant. Don't be afraid to invest in your business. For God's sakes, it's your business. Don't be afraid to invest in it. You got to think about marketing dollars. Marketing is not all about doing ads on Facebook or using the social media platforms. Marketing, of course, can be your business cards. Marketing, of course, can be systems you use like Zoom and ClickFunnels and Get Response and things of that nature. But marketing can also be, that's why the IRS allows you to write it off under entertainment. Meals and entertainment is a tax deduction. Why not use it? Why not host an event and invite people to it? And you guys, I know this one, her name is Bunny Ross, I want to say. Hi, Bunny, if you're watching. Bunny used to have these events. We paid $25. We all came over. Was given the floor to talk about our business. We were able to network with one another. She tried to keep, different. If you're in the same field, she tried to maybe schedule you another day and put this person, because she didn't want this. She didn't want no kind of rivalry. I love that about Bunny Ross, and so basically I love that she would host events and she would meet different people, and the woman was smart because she was building her own, everybody that came there signed their name. So she was building up her, a tip I gave you on day one, she was building up her email list so she could update us and network and build. And we came, didn't we, Bunny? We came. So guys, buying lunches has really grown my business phenomenally. When I sat down with my mentor, who just said, thank you, said, I'm proud of you. I bought this lunch. I was happy to do it. I write it off on my taxes too. I write it off. And so, but I'm able to sit and pick brains, and I'm able to compress time because I sit down with people who've already done it. I don't sit down with people who's going to philosophize, analyze, and throw up theories in the air. Shit don't make sense. I don't do that. No. I'm going to sit down with someone who can give me proven tactics that win. That's what I'm giving you today. That's what I'm going to be giving you at the boot camp in this beautiful mansion that we're going to have a private chef, our own personal chef, cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, baby, every day. That's how we're wealthy do it. And so we're doing it too because we're wealthy. Let me tell you, you come hang out with Jean Marlo Davis, you're going to leave out of there walking it and talking it the way I walk and talk it. Walk it like I talk it. That's what you're going to do. Okay. So my husband said, pay for the meal and write it off on your taxes. Absolutely. And because now this person is in a more relaxed vibe. Have you ever noticed that when people are more relaxed, they be themselves and a lot of stuff starts spewing out. And and then too, you ever want to get a bunch of information from a multimillionaire or anybody that's successful? This is what you do. You come there with your journal. You come, you shut up. That's the problem. Sometimes we're talking too much. And you take the position like a student. Start taking notes. You ask questions, take notes, and they will continue to share. Guys, there's something to be said about what I read in a good book. You have not because you ask not. So get to asking. You want to supercharge your business? Get to asking. So let's continue with the next thing on how are you getting paid what you're worth. Test the market. Have flexibility and experiment with pricing. Steadily and incrementally increasing your rates until you feel you're earning what you deserve. Experiment with the pricing. That's the reason why I would sit down with different people. They should bring, my husband say, what should they bring? A pen and a journal. So you can go back and read it. You can go back and implement it. Learn, do it, apply it, and teach it and get paid. Okay. So let me get me a little sip on that right there. So have flexibility and experiment with pricing. Also, so you can steadily start increasing it until you get what you deserve. Let me tell you, my sons them said to me the other day, I remember we was having a conversation. They said, Mom, I remember you was getting $300 and $500 for your consultations. Now, Mom, I'm witness you getting 5,000 and 10,000. Mom, what in the world? How did that happen? I hung around people who were very successful, who I'm just being real honest, they didn't do half the stuff. So it's not the most talented. That's what you got to understand. It's not the most talented. It's not the most skilled. It's not the most knowledgeable that's getting what they deserve. It's people out there that's believing that they deserve it. Maybe less skilled than you, but they're making it happen. But because sometimes we get so wrapped up with all the knowledge that we have that we become a swollen tick and we don't make the money we want to make. So I started hanging around people who was making what I want to make and making more. And I, in my mind, would watch, just kind of, they call it modeling knowledge. I model what they do instead of saying copying, we say model what they did. And I'm like, wow, okay, makes sense. And I was often told that when it makes sense, it makes dollars. So I start going to different people, workshops and seminars and speaking engagements and rubbing elbows with people and meeting people and getting introduced to this person and that person and that person. And guys, my business began to grow and then start getting introduced to different ideas outside of what I believe. Because some of us are still stuck with doing just one thing. Baby, you got to do more than just one thing. Some people just stuck with, just belly to belly networking. That's great. But also, guys, you got to get into using social media like I'm using today. You got to get into, learning about funnels, how to build funnels, learning about webinars, how to empower your business, learning about, how can I say, going to different, paying the big bucks. Paying. How many of you today, just out of curiosity, how many people have paid $500 or more to go to a seminar? I want to take a minute. I want you to answer that question because I know it is a delay. So I want to see how many people have paid $500 or more to go to a seminar or workshop. I'm not talking about no concert. I'm talking about something to grow your business. How many? I'm just curious. And while I wait for some of you guys to answer, and even if you're answering in a replay, put your answer and hashtag replay for me so I can know. Okay, I don't see anybody as of yet. And that may be the reason why you're not where you want to be financially. That may be the reason why you're not where you want to be financially. Because the universe, God's law is perfect. It rains on the just and the unjust, and the sun will shine on whether you're good or bad. If you utilize the principles that has already been set, you're going to benefit. It doesn't matter if you're good, you're bad, you're ugly, you're cute, you're whatever. So the thing about it is, whatever you want, you should be doing. I'm going to say that again. You want to take your business to the next level. You want to get paid what you're worth. Then you need to make sure that whatever you're looking for, that you're willing to do it as well. You can't be a hypocrite. You can't sit up here and say you can and be broke. But if you don't want to be broke or broken, then I would definitely say be willing to pay what you're looking for. See, I was willing to pay $500. I was willing to pay $1,000. I'm willing to pay $10,000. Hell, I want to get to the point where I could drop $100,000 for a conference. Because look, it's going to give me the ideas that I need. I'm going to be able to listen. I attended a private boot camp one time before in a beautiful, beautiful remote area. And I saw what they did. And it was fun for me because I was like, yes, I'm going to do one too. But at mine, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have me a personal chef. I said this years ago. I'm gonna have me a personal chef. I'm gonna make sure that, do I have VIPs that can stay there? I'm gonna make sure that I charge this amount. I'm gonna make sure man. And here we are. We're having this boot camp. We have a personal chef. We have VIPs. We have it in a beautiful mansion. It's coming up in November. If you want the information, I put the link there and I'll put it here again. That's going to be really showing you the mechanics of it all. See, to this week, what I've been giving you tips. I've been giving you advice. I've been giving you different strategies. But what we're going to do in this 2-day boot camp, we're going to open up our playbook. We're going to show you exactly what we did to earn 6 figures in 4.5 months. And we're going to show you how we created multiple streams of income within our business and with our own products and services, and how you could do it with any business that you have. And then we're going to really get into the marketing strategies in day 2. Day 1, we're going to get into to help you to think and grow rich. That's our purpose. That's what day 1 is going to be. Think and grow rich. I like that. Day 1 is going to be think and grow rich. Day 2 is going to be putting it to work. Because after you learn, you do it, you guys, you got to go out here and put it to work. You got to test it. You got to test that thing. That's why I said be flexible with what you charge, with your products and your services. And you got to then start scaling it up. Okay, so you have some people. I remember one time somebody said to me, they was talking about diversification. They was talking about diversifying your business. Okay. And they said something to me that at the time of my level of growth, they said, Jean, you got to be universal with your business. You got to be, you know, and at that time I was more so fight the power, fight the power. I was like very radical. I love my people. But guys, I love all people. And it was like, Jean, you got to be universal. And I was looking at this person like, go sit down. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm not no sellout. I'm not no this and that. Go sit down somewhere. But as I began to grow, I remember about having friendships in all walks of life. I have Black clients, white clients. I have Asians. I have Africans. This is a lot. I can't. A group in New York. Oh God, they would kill me if they was watching this live. Like, Jean, you don't know our nationality, but I totally forgot. And it's not Indian. I have some Indians as well, some Patels that I have worked with. But when I look at my business, we're talking about supercharging your business, getting paid what you're worth. I have diversified, where most people just, service one group of people. I service the masses, because I was told that when you serve the masses, you're dying with the classes, and so we're all the same color when you cut us. When you cut us, we bleed red. And if you're bleeding green, you might be a part of the zombies, so we don't want to be around you anyway. And so I had to learn that. I had to learn about diversification. I learned about diversifying economically, geographically, socially, and my husband had typed the next one. What's the 4 things, babe? Diversify economically, ethnically, geographically, and socially. There you go. I learned about diversification. And when I learned about diversification, and I of course took I told my husband one time I took a etiquette class. I've taken etiquette classes. I've taken speech class. I've taken anything that I can improve on myself to be a better version of myself, so I can get paid what I'm worth, what I deserve, so I can demand it and I can command it. That when you see me, you see a sophisticated, educated, talented, loving, beautiful woman of God, right? So I'm always growing. We should always constantly condition ourselves to be a better version of ourselves, so you could get paid what you're worth. and it's we have to grow up, right? We have to, some people may not have, and they will find that their money will hit a certain plateau. I used to didn't believe that, but now that I've been in that fight, I understand that it will. And so therefore it's not selling out. It's becoming a better version of yourself. It's increasing your skills, increasing your talents, increasing your abilities, hanging around people who can help you with that process. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And I've learned that, at 47, I would hope I would, I learned about evolving and growing and learning and letting someone sharpen you. Don't be afraid but submit to the right people. The person who's sharpening you would never abuse you. They would never abuse you. They would never put you down. They would never beat the heck out of you. They wouldn't do that. They will love you, but they will love you with the best intentions for you. Make sure you understand that. Don't allow yourself. The minute there's abuse, there's no excuse for it. You move yourself out the way. That's one thing I had to learn, is to remove myself from abuse. I don't care how many millions you make. I don't care how powerful you are. You are not God. And so therefore, I am not going to submit some abusive tactics just so I can get what you got. No, I don't think so. Because honey, please, there's always someone better out there for you. And that's what I want you to know. So let's go over, as I wrap this up, let's go over the 4 things again. Well, was it? It was 4 things, because it was like buy lunches, right? I threw that in there. I wasn't going to give you that one, but that's good. So number 1, we said getting paid what you worth. How do you get paid what you worth? Underpricing sends a bad signal. Price is often a proxy for quality. And when you put yourself at the low end, it signals that you are unsure of your value. Make sure, guys, that you charge the right rate for yourself. What's up, my son, Mr. Daryl Lee? Thank you for joining me. I love you, son. So make sure, my children, they watch, baby. Then when they mom, I love you too, baby. When their mom on, baby, they get on and they watch their mother, man. Okay, no problem, son. Make sure you give me a call, though. Give your mom a call when you become available. So, make sure, guys, if you don't know how to charge, what you should charge, go do your research. Go around people who are already doing what it is that you do. Because when you charge a small rate, and here's another thing. Sometimes, guys, I'm giving away free tickets. Sometimes I give away free things, but then now it's a requirement you must do in order to receive something free. There's a responsibility behind it, because when you just give something free, people don't value it. Sometimes they don't show up, and then, it's a waste of your time. So you got to make sure that if you're going to give something away free, make it a requirement, make them do something in order to get it. So therefore you can get the best out of giving away that free ticket, that free consultation, the free whatever. Make sure you get paid what you're worth. And if you don't know, go research your industry, research what you're doing, and meet somebody who is where you want to be. So you can say, okay, this is what I need to be doing. All right. And then we said, you can't think your way into being comfortable. Some people, they're comfortable charging a certain rate. We said, so fear plus 10%. If you're nervous and your rate is $1,000, that's your fear rate. Like, ooh, for that consultation, I don't want to charge no more than that. So add 10% to that. So charge $1,100. And then we start talking about scaling up, scale up, have flexibility with experimenting with your pricing, steadily and incrementally increasing your rates until you feel you earn what you deserve. So that's what I had to do. I steadily start increasing my rates, increasing my weights. I looked at what the market demand, and I made sure that I got what I demanded. And that's the reason why I am a multi-millionaire, baby. In the making. Is already done. It's already done. We're walking into it. I am a multi-millionaire. I am a multi-millionaire because I serve the masses. I dine with the classes, and God, he's given me the passes. Did I not say it? Did I not? Yes, I did. So listen, guys, listen, you deserve the very best. You can have, you can be, you can do anything. Stop undercutting yourself. Stop underpricing. It starts with belief. And then here's another thing. It's your world. This is your world, right? And you have to make sure, guys, that you don't worry about what others say. Don't allow people to qualify you. You qualify yourself. You are already made in the best image, the best likeness. You already made that way. So don't allow somebody to say, well, you know what? I'm more skilled than you. I have more houses than you, cars, more money, more this and that. Don't allow that to threaten you, because you'll have it very, very soon yourself. So don't allow people to threaten you with what they have. You have to grow and qualify yourself for the positions, I said positions, that the maker has for you. You are only a sin to what you believe you can do. He won't put no more on you than you can stand, than you can bear. So you got to make sure that you can show, I can handle this. And one of the main things that I find with a lot of business owners, that when I sit down with them and I consult with them and I look at their business and I say, well, this is where you're bleeding right here. This is where the money is coming out, because you don't believe in yourself. Therefore, you're not charging what you deserve. Why is that? And most people, they think, well, guys, as wrapping this up, I'm telling you, 2016 was such a great, great year for me, because it brought into so many different changes in my life. And I started meeting different people and learning so much. And one of the things was when I went to this conference, you keep hearing me talk about this conference in Las Vegas. And I met people who was charging $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 to do 4-hour workshops. How about this? How about somebody charging $20,000 for a one-day boot camp? One day, okay. How about someone charging $100,000 for 3 days? I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like my husband said, in order to dream things you never dreamed, you have to see things you never seen. So I was allowed to see that. So what did that do? That raised my level of belief. That showed me where I could go and where I'm headed. So I just had to get better, get more knowledgeable. You know, men sharpen men, women sharpen women. We sharpen one another. And I became around sharp men, sharp women. And guys, I demand what I deserve. Nothing less, nothing more. You should too. And if you're not, then there's some internal things that you got to begin to work on. Starting with this right here. That's why it's called Think and Grow Rich. So let me just wrap this up with saying, guys, listen, this is day 4 of Supercharge Your Business Week. Over the last 3 days, I've been giving you guys some excellent, excellent tips. But baby, if you think this is good, wait till you come to the boot camp. We have this boot camp that, guys, is going to be going on in a private, beautiful mansion right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Well, actually, not in Atlanta. It's going to be in Stone Mountain. Beautiful, beautiful event. Guys, we're going to be covering some very powerful things to show you how we were able to earn 6 figures in 4.5 months and how we're running to 7 figures. And I truly do believe in the less than 18 months, we will be multi-millionaires. I truly believe. You can tell me anything different because of what we're doing, because of what we've been exposed to, because of what is working right now. And what I would tell you, if you want to grow your business, you want to grow your brand, you want to attract high-paying clients like we do, you want to create your business to be automated like we have, you want to get paid in your sleep like we do, you want to be able to grow your business and diversify in different arenas like we have, I would tell you not to walk, but to run to this boot camp. And you can get registered today. It is 100% tax deductible. Now, if you go to the website, what you're going to see is a discounted rate already. But what we're doing, you have to Friday to midnight, that the only thing we're giving even more discount on is the regular tickets. And if you go to the regular tickets are normally $997. That's $997. Yes, $997. So listen, check this out. We gave it a discount at $797 right now. That's just for regular tickets, not for the VIPs staying in the castle. So we're saying right now that we're going to give you a discount, a more super discount to Friday, that we're going to let you get a regular ticket for $500. A regular ticket for both days that's going to allow you to have breakfast and lunch cooked by a personal chef. And when I tell you that food is so good, we did a tasting, guys. I was like, oh my God. But when you come to the mansion and you see the ambiance and oh my God, I'm just like, whoo, God, just being in that beautiful home, in that beautiful space around sharp minds, you're going to feel like, all things are possible. And it is to him that believe. So we're giving a special right now. You must like this video, share this video, and in the comment, say, Jean, I want the special. You got to say special twice because it's already at a special rate. It's at a discount rate. And at the end of the month, it's going back up to the regular rate. That's why you need to act now. Most millionaires, most successful business people, they don't put things off. They act now. And if you don't have $500 in your bank, that's the main reason why you need to be at this boot camp. I'm telling you that right now. So the regular tickets, we got a few of those tickets left. We're giving a discount, a special discount, but you must like this video, share this video, and in the comments, you need to say, Jean, I want my special discount. We will contact you and tell you how you need to pay in order to get that ticket. Now, for the VIPs, we only have a couple spots left for the VIPs. Sorry, the rooms are already booked up because we wanted to tell our friends first. We want our friends to be up in there chilling, man. So, I will honestly say we have it at a discount rate already. We have it at a great rate right now. We can't drop it any lower than what we're doing because you're actually staying in the mansion. You're being served breakfast, lunch, and dinner from a personal chef. You're getting all the information that you're asking for to grow your business. So if you log into the back office, you go to that TWC Elite, the website, www.twceliteevents.com. I'm going to put it in the let me go ahead and I'm going to say register today. You're going to go to www.twceliteevents.com, and I'll put that also over here on Instagram. I put that here, register today. All right, that's there. Okay, great. So guys, you can get registered today. VIPs take only 2 spots left. Once it fills up, the VIPs, that's it. But regular tickets, guys, we're giving you a special discount. You must respond by liking this video, sharing the video, in the comments saying, I want my special discount. You will have till Friday to midnight to pay that. And then, of course, if you don't make that, then you'll just get the special discount that's already back there. That sounds fair. I'm going to get paid what I'm worth. You should get paid what you're worth. I have to set the example. What we're giving you guys, I'm telling you right now, you would have to pay thousands of dollars for. We're giving you a great rate because we want you, number one, we put it in this beautiful mansion because we want your mind to be able to be in such, some people are all about the ambiance. We're giving you ambiance there. We're giving you great food to feed your body. And then we're going to give you great food to feed your mind. That's going to manifest in the physical for you of the type of income that you want, give you the clients that you want, give you the automation that you want so you can 10x your business to the next level. Guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Jean Marlo Davis. I am your wealth creator. You're a wealth creator too. Make sure you like this video, share this video, get your special discount. I want to meet you there and greet you there. And guys, so we can help you to get the money that you deserve. Until tomorrow. Tomorrow is our last day of Supercharger Business Week. Guys, get your questions together. I want to answer some questions, whatever questions you have. Get them together. Invite your friends. Invite other people that want to grow their business. Guys, we're here to sharpen one another. I have picked the brains of some most incredible men and women, and it has helped me. And I'm so very grateful and thankful. And I just want to pay it forward. So, guys, I hope to see you here tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Bring your questions. And we are going to give some giveaways tomorrow as well. With that being said, God bless you. May he bless you and increase you and keep you until I see you again. Take care. God bless.